Hello and welcome to the Organic Beehive. So I thought I'd come outside today. The family's out grocery shopping. It's a beautiful day and we have a T-minus 1 month since recording this that we are getting ready for chickens. That is like our big thing that we are doing on our little homestead here. And I am not, keep in mind, I am not this expert homesteader. I'm just a suburban homemaker, if you will, that is just, really focused on real whole foods. And so this is our next step toward that. So I thought I'd come outside today and show you kind of what our plans are for the chicken coop. So I'm probably going to flip this camera around and show you kind of the whereabouts and where the coop is going to go and why it's going to go there. So as you can see here, we've got our garden beds. So ideally, we've got room all the way up to that fence to be able to do more, another set of garden beds. But with lumber prices and inflation, it's just not in the cards for us. Plus, we are focusing on the chicken coop. So a couple things when you are just starting off trying to figure out, whether or not you can do a coop on your property is you're going to have to check with your county. So I got really lucky. Our county is okay with chickens in the backyard, and we don't have an HOA to worry about. So that was really good to hear. But there are certain guidelines that the county wants us to adhere to as far as, your homestead and having chickens and such. So what we had to do was we had to make sure that the chicken structure was 20 feet away from the property line. So we've got a property line running this way, and then on the back part, you can see the fence here, we have property line all along there. So basically what we're working with is smack dab in the middle of the yard. Well, it's a nice day out here, and we're gonna work on the chicken coop, and I am not the best YouTuber because I do not do very good with always filming clips. And not only that, my husband did a bunch of this while we were out of town on a little road trip seeing some family. So this is where we're at now. I'm gonna show you some pictures of kind of the progress. But this is where we're at. He's got to fill in some siding right here. And then we're going to get ready to paint. But before I paint, I wanted to just kind of walk you around and give you an idea of what we've done. Now keep in mind, we're not experts at this. This is our first time making it. So it's one of those things, once you start doing it, you make mistakes and you learn from them. So if we ever make a coop again, yeah, of course we're going to do things differently. But I think it looks great and it's going to work just perfectly fine for the chicks. And here's a perfect example of just like mess ups.
our saw, it was just a really bad saw, and so it was cutting crooked. And, well, let's just say the trim is going to save the day. So here's the inside of the coop. So obviously we did the frame first. As you can see here, we've got our door, and then there's actually going to be a wall here. And so on that side is going to be like storage for the feed and stuff. And then on the other side here is just going to be where the chicks hang out. So the nesting boxes and all that. Then we've got the window, another door. Let's see. Another big window. And then 2 more windows here. Hopefully you can hear me okay with the saw going, but then he did the rafters up here and the roof. We just went with a metal roof, as you can see. Then after, let's see, the framing, the rafters, and the roof was on, he put this hardware cloth on here. So you can see, you can't see it because we did the hardware cloth first and then the siding. But this is just to prevent any mice or critters from digging, hopefully. At least that's the plan. So we did that, and then as you can see where the door is, we just cut out the hardware cloth. And the trim's gonna block it because this is all exposed. That's kind of like a safety thing, obviously, so the trim will help that too. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And now, like I said, he's gonna finish the siding here today, and we are going to paint. So let me just kind of zoom out here and show you the before. I'm really excited. The paint color we're gonna use, it's probably a little blown out here, but we're gonna use Summer House Blue from Valspar. Just, you know, it's affordable. Okay, this is really exciting because we have doors on our chicken coop. We just made some screen doors, so let me come closer to show you. We have hardware cloth on it. We got a self-closing like gate latch system. Here's the problem. It locks, and so obviously I can unlock it from the outside, but on the inside you can get stuck. So we did a little, let's see, makeshift lever, I guess, so we can open it from the inside. So got the hardware cloth there. We enclosed the windows. So all the windows have hardware cloth around them, so they get plenty of ventilation. There's another door. And then hardware cloth up here. That's also over on this side. And then by the roof, there is also some more hardware cloth. The trouble we're running into is right here. You have an opening, and that'll probably get fixed up because we've got some wood that we're gonna do some trim along the top, and then we could probably adhere the hardware cloth to that and close it up. I'll show you guys. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's problems that arise that you don't think about while you're doing it. And then you do it and you're like, oh wait, I didn't consider this. So now the hardware cloth is on there nice and sturdy. We just used like those outdoor staples, I guess, that you would get from any big box like hardware store. They're with the weed fabric, and it's what keeps like the weed fabric in place. So now hopefully there will be no tripping. So it is coming along. We still have trim to do, but this has taken a good month working all weekend and even during the week. So this isn't for the faint of heart, and I'm telling you, it's pretty expensive. And then the coop should be about done. We still have to add a wall in here to separate the feed storage from the chickens, and we still have to do the run. But I'm about to show you something really exciting that saved us a ton of money for the wood on creating the run. So what saved us money is that we found just a random guy on Facebook who owns a sawmill, and we found him. He's only been cutting wood for a couple weeks, and he cut all this wood up for us. And I'm not kidding when I say it probably saved us at least $400 or $500. So this is a godsend. So I've been told, you know, after you get, or once you get the chicks, obviously they're going to be in a lot of stress because, I mean, these chicks are getting shipped. So a way to kind of help them just kind of get back into balance is giving them electrolytes. And I picked this stuff up at Tractor Supply, and I was really appalled. Here, that's what it looks like. You just put a packet of that into a gallon of water for electrolytes, but look at those ingredients. I don't understand why they would have yellow 6, red 4. I mean, these are horrible, and I cannot feed these to my chicks. So instead, I made my own electrolyte mix. So what I did here is I have a gallon of water, and into it I added a tablespoon of sugar. You guys know me, it's organic. Baking soda, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, and you can use a teaspoon of potassium chloride. That's optional. What I'm gonna try is, as a substitution for it, cream of tartar. So that's all I did. I added it all to the water and mixed it till it was dissolved. Well, I think we ordered these back in November, and they've shipped mid-April. So it's been a long time to come in, and they're finally here.
These are so cute though.
They are. Now, one of the first things we did, because, you know, they got shipped, it's a long way to travel. Before we let them loose, pick up one.
Let me pick up this one. Yeah.
And then we just put their beak up to the waterer.
I can't.
There you go. And then you make sure that they're sipping it. So you know, I mean, because you have to teach them how to drink and eat. But as you can see, they're already drinking on their own, which is really the most important thing.
They all look fine. Just that one. I think they're fighting over the water.
So we got our chicks from McMurray Hatchery. I have no frame of reference as far as other hatcheries go, but I was pretty pleased with how everything went, how everything shipped. And after we ordered from them, I noticed that there are a lot of other, I don't know, influencers, I guess, Homestead influencers that also use them. So they're a really reputable hatchery, and I would recommend, just based on our experience, we had no issues with them. And we have 5, what did we get? No, we have 6 red stars, which are supposed to be really great layers, and more calm. Like, calm was really important to us because this is our first time, and we have our daughter also to consider with that. But we got 5 red stars. They'll start laying, I think, around 22 weeks, but I'll have to keep you updated on that. We got 6 Whiting True Blue, and then we got 3 Whiting True Green for no reason except I think we needed to order 15 chicks in total because I just wanted free shipping. We totally didn't plan on getting that many chicks, but again, yeah, we just wanted the free shipping, and so we should get some really cool green and blue and brown eggs from this bunch, and I cannot wait.